Hello, Mr. VERSHIMA.
Hello. Okay, so JIRGBA VERSHIMA is my name. I am from Nigeria. I'm the first of 5 children. I have just one sister, and I'm from Benue State. I schooled in Makurdi for a year and a half before moving to Moscow, Russia. I've been here for 8 years. Finished my first degree in medicine, 6 years. Residency in public health and hygiene, 2 years. Currently working, and I'm on to a second degree as well. Briefly, yes. I'll accord that to my biological father. I have known him to always be in the capacity of being a leader in church, and it's like a default setting. I always felt or thought that men, and fathers specifically, are supposed to be doing something or serving in church. So looking back, I would say my biological father inspired my service in God's house, and it's something that we were raised, I would say so, exemplary, and also by teaching that you don't sit idle in God's house. Yes. Quite frankly speaking, this is my first titled position officially, but as far as service goes, it's as far back as I can remember. I've always I've always had the mentality or the mindset that you can't be idle in God's house. You always have to be doing something. So yes. There is one thing that scares me. I know we do not have the spirit of fear, but I would say this quite honestly. One day I'm going to stand before my Maker, and it's scary to think or to even imagine him say, "I don't know you," or just the fact that I am going to have to give an account of how I spent my life. I don't think there is anything else that is worth doing or spending my time on earth more than having to seek him and to also please him. Quite honestly, it's just that thought that I'm going to stand before my Maker someday. I would say I broke the hedge and the serpent struck. One day I will tell that story. And so, like a deer that was panting for the water brooks, I found myself in AGC, very thirsty, and I was refreshed, and I never looked back. For now, the only thing that comes to mind is this: if I am that colt that Jesus has decided to ride triumphantly into Jerusalem, then I avail myself. It is simply a privilege. As far as AGC goes, the ministry is his. He says, "I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail." My job is to seek what his blueprint is, and like a good architect, help in not even he is the architect. I'm simply a mason. I'll just see what the blueprint is and just build accordingly as he wants. So ultimately, it's to yield myself and align to what his vision is. I think all of that, those are basically the things with leadership. But ultimately, I will say this. One thing I've learned from serving in the capacity of a leader or being brought up by a leader is, I will never forget, he always made the statement that you are a servant leader. I think the fact that we've been given a position and then we have subordinates under us elude us of the fact that the first thing or the paramount thing is you are responsible for the lives under you. The meaning of minister is someone who is called to serve. You are called to serve your people. So beyond just delegating duties and shouting commands or giving people orders, I have a responsibility to the people under me to serve them. So I would like more than anything to inspire love in the heart of my fellow leaders or those that are leading under me, because it is love that will cause those who are under you to also serve and do their work diligently. So leadership from a standpoint of love for me will be a goal, that I inspire the leaders under me to love the people under them so that they in turn will also serve from that love that they are received from their leaders. Thank you. Okay, Jesus loves you, whether you believe him or not. I want you to know that there is a God that you are going to stand before someday. So give him a chance, even if you don't believe him. Give him a chance, and see how far he takes you. Arise and shine, for thy light is come, for the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Pray for me. I need your prayers more than ever. Just pray for me. Every time and anytime you remember, pray for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.